Okay, so what I usually do before was like as a hobby, I used to paint. Like like art is something I usually no, I don't do it all the time. Like when I feel motivated, that's the time when I do it. So this was actually the first painting I ever did on a canvas. It's oil on canvas. The picture I actually took it from Google and then just painted it. So it's not that good, but this is the first one I've ever made. Then this one is acrylic on canvas. This one does a story actually. Like there was a art exhibition where I liked the painting, but when we tried to buy it, it was already bought. So because I liked it so much, I actually painted it. Like this is the first time I'm using acrylic. So this is that. And this one because I was really impressed with my skills in making this one, I actually made another flower. It didn't come as planned, but it's okay. This is also acrylic, and this one is acrylic on canvas, the same three elephants from I took it from Google and then just painted it. And this one is also another Google image which I used, acrylic, this one too. And this is also acrylic from a picture from Google. And this one actually I there's a artist called Bob Ross, which who I actually really like. I followed one of his tutorials to make this. This is also acrylic on canvas, and this is actually oil paint on canvas. I switched to oil because I thought it would be much better, and it is actually much easier to work with. And this is also following a Bob Ross tutorial, and this is also another Bob Ross tutorial using oil. It did not come as planned, but is there. So another thing which I usually like, the painting is always like a hobby of mine, which I usually do when I have free time and stuff. But what I do mostly is make animations. I have a YouTube channel called Redstone Generations. Please subscribe. So I make a few animations. Like that's the thing I do full time now. Now that school is over, so I'll share with you a few of my animations which I made. So this one is actually the one of the first animations I've ever made. So I'll just play it now. So yeah, so this was one of the first animations I ever made. At this point, like I didn't know anything about animation. I just was really curious about it. So I tried one out. I did not learn anything about it. So after this, I started slowly learning about the concepts and principles of animation. And here's another video, which is a trailer kind of video which I made. The actual video still I'm still working on right now. So just play. This is like further down the line, so it's much more better than the previous one, I think.
Have you ever wondered if it was real? Because it turns out it's very real.
These choices I feared. There's an imposter among us.
Space parasite. You really believe in them?
It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. But it's among us.
He's lost communications with the coordinates.
But we can fix it, right?
It takes full control of the host and can change its molecular structure. It could be anyone.
We can't trust anyone. Everyone's sus.
Don't you understand? We're all gonna die.
No one's dying on my ship. We can do this. Together.
So yeah, that was that. The actual video I'm still working on right even now. It's being delayed a lot, so that's something. So after this, I'll share one more animation which I made. This is actually an animation which I made on a social issue. I thought I should address some social issue when I make animation, so I made this. So here it is.
When Mike was a little boy, they told him, "Men don't cry." When Mike's father left him, he didn't cry. When Mike failed 7th grade, he didn't cry. When Mike lost his mother to cancer, he didn't cry. When Mike couldn't find a job, he didn't cry. When the love of his life said no, he didn't cry. When Mike was drowning and dead, he didn't cry. And finally, when Mike committed suicide, he wondered who would cry.
So that was the animation which I wanted to show you all. So there are more animations which I made in my channel. You can visit if you like what you saw right now. So I'm in no way a perfect animator or a good animator. I'm still trying to learn new techniques, principles, and I'm trying to work on my art. So still a long way to go. So this is what I'm doing at like my works right now. So yeah, that's all.
So, hi, and this is my presentation of my artworks. I haven't done much recently because of my exams and all. Some of them are like old works and some which I did in this vacation. Here. This is some pencil shadings, and yeah, this is a portrait which I did of my cousin. It's not like a very good one, but I felt that this has life in it as compared to all other portraits which I have done. And as you can see, I haven't given much detailing to the shirt or something, but more effects have been given to the face and this dimple, which I really like. And so that's about this. I just looked up his photo and sketched it. This actually, this I did this morning. I didn't intend to include this one here, but I felt that this should be included because it's like a recent issue that happened, and I felt like drawing this. And this, as you can see, a lady, an Indian lady walking on a typical Indian street, which is like lonely, deserted, and anything can happen to her. I actually wanted to make this a story, and this is the first scene. Nothing is completed. This is the first one, and yeah, it's an imaginary place. It's an imaginary place which doesn't exist. And next is a floral carpet, which I don't think that you haven't seen much this. Like everyone might have not seen this because it's something that we do for Onam. And I felt this as an artwork because it has got like, I felt like painting a picture while doing this. It's a bit like, I guess I did this last year. And this flower, this arrangement and everything, I felt like it's a painting. That's why I put this here. There are some of my watercolorings, and this I did like 5 days ago, and this is about the offline classes. And yeah, this is as you can see, there's a 50-50 packet, which I really miss because this was the only biscuit that we used to get in the canteen during our special classes. And they're not eating it during the class, but it's after a recess or interval, I guess, that they're eating. And I really miss it. Then this is, I guess, all are really busy looking into their textbooks, and maybe the teacher is going to ask something or something like that. I really miss those days with my friends, and now that's why I did this. And this is the other watercolor which I did. This is from my reference book. As you can see, it's a man plowing his fields with his bulls. It's an old one, I guess, maybe which I did 2 years back. This is also from a reference book, and I didn't take much time to do this. It was like a very fast watercolor. Then some of my acrylic paintings on canvas. This is also from a reference book, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and I normally don't do like abstract paintings, or like I never do it, but this was like the first one I did on canvas. This one is also an old one. All these canvas paintings are old. I haven't done like recently anything, but this one is also one of this, which I did from my reference book, I guess. This was the last painting which I did on canvas. This is also an old one and from a reference book. And I like this painting very much because the effect of the crease of that lady's gown and all, I really like it. And I always see this painting before me, in front of me, and this is like a very inspirational one for me to draw another one. This girl is like, picking flowers, and she doesn't have anything in her mind, very free. While the lady, I feel she's thinking about something, looking to that house and something special, I feel. Some of the photographs which I've taken, and I normally don't take much photos, but I take the sceneries which I feel are really good from my balcony. I normally take like photographs of like not an expert one or something like that, but of sceneries which I see, like this one, which I saw one morning from our balcony, of course. And the reason why I took this photo is that I felt the clouds and everything, it's like coming to a single point, like the sun. And yeah, that's about this painting. Sorry, not painting, the photograph. And this one is also like from our balcony. And you might think at first, some of my friends asked whether you have gone to Munnar or some tourist place, because these mountains and all, it's not a normal sight to see from a house, right? So it's not really rare, but I see these mountains only after a good rain. And so I felt to take this photo that time. And this one, actually, it's not a photo which I took for like seeing the scenery or something. But this was taken while it was raining. So as you can see, it's not clear, it's pretty blurred and all. And the thing is that this is not a river. You might think it's a river or something, but it's not a river. And you can see a boat and two people sitting there. Actually, this place looks somewhat like this. It's a cattle grazing ground, I guess. And due to the rains, it has become like this. So I just wanted to see the difference. And in all these photographs, I feel that everything I took is after a rain. And I feel that environment changes with the rain. It becomes a bit more clear and like sparkling. And I feel to take a photo. It's like one of the sessions Omkar sir told us that the material, it changes with the surroundings, the environmental conditions and all. And that's why I included these photographs. Actually, I didn't even know that it rained. It's after rain that I took this one. As I told, I took it at 6 o'clock. So maybe, and after close observation, I found that it rained maybe at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. As you can see, there is a school here, and there's water and all, which I observed only a few days ago. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you.